You know, what thoughts? I hear you ask a couple of times. You know, if you're a meditator and you're sitting, you're still, let's say in the morning, you're sitting in your practice of stillness, and what interferes with that? You know, it's silent, and the most beautiful things are shown to us in the silent. But then, you know, I wonder when the alarm's going off, I'm going to be late for work. I really should have done this or this or that rather than sit here this morning. I wonder what's going on in the office. I won't have time for breakfast this morning. You know, and then, you know, one at a time, they can just kind of ease in, and so they're filling those thoughts are filling the space of that stillness. And for me, that's what I invite. I write those down. I won't have time for breakfast, and then go back to the stillness. I wonder what they're doing in the office. I might write down there's an office, and you know, whatever judgments that arise. And then you may know that I have a simple way for people to identify those thoughts as they're sitting as well. Just meditating in a specific situation. Maybe one of your listeners has had, or viewers has had an argument with their partner, their child, or someone in the office. But, you know, that argument, when people go to byronkatie.com, they can find out what exactly, free of charge, to do with a judgment like that. And it's with judgments like that. So, you know, they're questions from 1 to 6. You just meditate in the situation where that argument occurred, for example, and identify the thoughts you were thinking then, and bring them into the present moment now on that worksheet, and then question them from that experience. You know, the fourth noble truth in Buddhism, as I understand it, is there's suffering in the world, discontent. And I think we'd all agree with that. And when you consider time. And the second noble truth is there's a cause to the suffering. Well, when we go back into that, meditating in that past situation and the argument, and we're identifying what we were thinking and believing then, that was the cause of our suffering then. It was the cause of discontent. It's, you know, and I'm responsible for that, because it's what I'm thinking and believing that caused my suffering. So this is not bad news. This is really good news. And then that third noble truth is there's a way out of suffering. And that's what I saw on the floor. I began to laugh, and you know, there's that inner thing. The laughter has never stopped. It's just all a joke. And that's something to consider for someone that experienced consistent deep suffering for over a decade in time. So then the fourth noble truth, here's how, and the work is what's shown to me. So that's what I'm, you know, I know my job well, and that's what I do. And as long as there's an invitation, I continue.